Well, while I wait for my field to grow, let's have a little talk. So, obviously, I'm farming. I still have to get to 42 farming, at which point, with a pie boost, I can access the farming guild. But that'll take quite a while. I'm just over halfway there. So, while I'm getting these farming levels, there are a few things that I can do, and I want to make sure to go ahead and get them all done. Eventually, this account is going to have to fight Galvek. I'm going to try and complete Dragon Slayer 2 to unlock the Myths Guild. Look how my foot clips over the side there. Anyway, going to have to complete some pretty difficult boss fights. Galvek lead among them, but many others as well. So, best in slot gear, preparing myself for a difficult situation, that kind of thing, always useful. Currently, I'm locked to this farming patch. I'm basically a farming patch locked Ironman, in that I have to be by this farming patch every 15 minutes if I want to be truly efficient. Now, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I stretch that to 20, 25, but in general, I try pretty hard to always rake every 15 minutes, which means that I can't just go and sit in the fishing guild and AFK fishing for 6 hours. I need to be constantly coming back here, so I'm very constrained by my minigame teleport and my home teleport. You see my home teleport is even currently on cooldown. So I can minigame teleport to fishing trawler right here, then run north to the fishing guild, fish 3 inventories, cook them, sell them to Rochi, teleport home, run back here, and that takes about 15 minutes. So I will be able to train those skills. But before I train those, I want to clear out my inventory. And the chief thing that I can get rid of is Dragon Defender. Obviously, I've gotten 2 of these. I went ahead and spent the rest of my Warriors Guild tokens trying to get a rune full helm, which is a rare drop from the level 106 Cyclops. That helm will be critically useful in me fighting the Hespori, so I am going to farm it during this farming wait. I guess I shouldn't use farm, it's a little confusing, but I'm going to get that drop during this farming grind. So I will need to farm more Warriors Guild tokens, which I can get by teleporting to Birthorpe and then home and then running back here, right? But I got 2 of these as drops, the one that was caught in the previous video and then a second one, but no rune full helm yet. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this one. I don't need it for anything, but yeah, man, go ahead, drop it. Yeah, put it on the ground. This one, however, I will hold on to, and I'll keep track of how many total I get. It's kind of funny. But once I am holding this, I can of course get rid of the rune defender. That'll free up another inventory slot. And the more inventory I have, the more efficient my cooking and fishing grinds will be. There's actually a clue step over here, the dig spot near the Champions Guild, which I allow myself to use, but I don't have a spade yet. So the only clue step that I can complete is talk to Gertrude, right outside the Cook's Guild, which is not, frankly speaking, not good odds. The fact that I have to get 1 step in, I believe, 39, and then I have to get a 1-step clue for it to be possible. I'd rather have the spade, which I think doubles my chance. And I will get a spade from the farming guild. So that is the trajectory of the account for the time being. So over the last couple of days, I've actually gotten 3 genie events since I last logged in on desktop to record a little. So we can go ahead and pop a bunch of experience together. This should get me level 6 hunter, and I only need 130 experience to get the next level, but unfortunately I can't do that with 2 lamps. So I think the tactical play is actually to use one of these and then wait for a book random, because then I can use the other lamp once I'm level 7 and get 10 more experience out of it. So I guess I'll just hold on to one of these. I don't really need my inventory space right now. It's not at a premium. Well, it isn't the rune helm I was looking for, but it is a considerable improvement. I guess I'll drop that. Bury these. The inventory management is quite a trouble, but that's probably a pretty sizable improvement. From 120, 119, 131 to 129, 140s, yeah. Okay, right now, as you can see, I have 3 Dragon Defenders. I don't need these. I'm going to drop the other 2. I'm not really sure how typical it is people to be dropping multiple Dragon Defenders at once, but, well, here we are. Sweet, that is another exam random, which, of course, I fancy an exam. Take me to school, imp. Now let's put this book directly onto Hunter. That should level me up to level 7, 90 experience, Hunter level 7. Now I also have this lamp I've been holding on to, and okay, 131, so 2 lamps will get me there. So I should use the lamp, right onto Hunter, 70 more experience. In just a second here, come on, 59 defense. Just one more level till I can use this Dragon Defender. Alright, there it is, the drop I've been hunting for, the rune full helm. I guess I'll finish this kill, but I don't think that I'm going to be farming these guys much anymore. They don't have anything else I'm looking for in terms of drops. The process of getting the tokens is pretty lengthy. Let's just pick it up. Alright, that is a total Chad upgrade. Looks way better stats. Just what I'm looking for. Well, I just missed the level, but there is 60 defense in the chat log, including a total level of 525. As you can see, I can now wield the Dragon Defender. So honestly, my gear's not too scuffed. Okay, here we go. I have one more Dragon Defender to drop. Obviously, I have one equipped as well, so I think that's 4 total that I've dropped, which is not very typical, but let's go ahead and plop this on the floor. And also the rune, won't need that. If I ever have to get these back, it will be very annoying, but I'm certainly not going to bother carrying it around. At this point, I am an absolute heckin' chonker. 21 kilograms, yeah. So I've been thinking about what armor I want to keep, and I think it's just the helm. Selling back the rest of this is not going to make me a ton of money or whatever, but I don't really need the money right now, and I'd rather be able to run about freely. I'm not fighting any hard monsters now that I've gotten that helm. And I only lost 20k on this. Not irretrievable. Still have almost 200k. And at this point I weigh 6 kilograms. Yeah, that'll be a little gentler given that I still have 1 agility. With this bone, 50 prayer. Pretty arbitrary level, but still cool to get. Just one more rake, and I will have 38 farming. Still got, quite a distance to go, but I'm making progress. Well, as you can see, I'm almost 3/4 of the way done with raking. A long process, of course, but I've got some experience randoms to use. I had to use my last book off camera because I received the second book random before I was able to show it on camera, and you're not allowed to hold 2 books at once, etc. So obviously this 4 experience will be completed by this easy lamp, putting me at level 9 hunter. Oh sweet, copper longtails. And now 1 genie would not quite get me the next level, so I can go ahead and put this book right on to get level 10 hunter. These higher levels are flying by. What on earth are the odds? I got an easy clue scroll when fishing, and it's probably one of the very few, if not the only, steps that I can actually do, and one that I've gotten previously. I mean, obviously I have to go check, but I mean, really, what are the chances? That's crazy. Please ignore my strange, jumbled inventory of event items, and instead notice... Yeah, it is almost always this slow. 81.7% progress, and level 40. What are we gonna find? Another clue? Nope. So the bad news is I had to use a book random off camera. The good news, of course, is that means that I got a second book random, and also I have this genie. So I figure it's time to go ahead and use some of these to advance my hunter. So I'll use the genie first, obviously, to maximize my total experience gain. And that puts me to 11 hunter. Cerulean Twitches. And from 11, a single book of knowledge will put me to 12, it looks like. It's exciting times. Yeah, there's level 12 hunter. After a very long time, I am 90% done with farming. Only need 4,500 more experience.
should be like 8 days, depending on how slack I am. I'm coming up on it.
So one thing I wanted to show off is that I can actually use weeds for something. I can use weeds on a pot. I got this pot from an impling to make a pot of weeds. There's no use for it. It's a quest item. It doesn't give me any farming experience to make. I can't combine it with stuff. It's worthless. But it does exist. Okay, at this point I have killed 88 imps on my hunt for a chef's hat. I don't actually have the 42 farming yet, but obviously I'm getting quite close, so I want to be able to buy the pie as soon as possible, and I've gotten 10 blue wizard's hat, a 1 in 16 drop, before getting a single 1 in 64 chef's hat. But gonna keep the grind up. Aha, there it is. Alright, get in my inventory, you beautiful bastard. So, I've done some math. And obviously, getting 42 in a skill is like nothing to write home about, but 42 farming entirely from raking a single patch is just kind of nutty, right? So, my experience rate for this entire process has been 48 experience an hour. Every 5 minutes, I can get 4 experience, right? So assuming that I was perfectly efficient, if I never missed a single rake, I never allowed the patch to sit with 3 levels grown, raked every 5 minutes, never slept, it would take a little under 950 hours. Roughly 40 days. It has taken me about 78 days. Meaning, of course, that I was efficiently raking for about 12 hours a day, which I'm not sure if it's a mark of pride or shame, but it's certainly something. And that's it. 42 farming. Doesn't seem like much, but Lord, it took a while. So I'm going to go buy myself some garden pies, make my way over to Zeah. I was carrying this hammer because I thought I might be fixing the plow to get my crafting experience, but actually, there's my crafting experience. So currently, my exception allows me to use this farming patch and this little dig spot over here, but I've decided to change my exception to just be like this entire area, right? The advantages of that, it allows me to kill the thug. There's a thug somewhere around here that occasionally stumbles over towards the patch. Yeah, there he is, or the mugger, pardon. But also, I can use long-ranged attacks to kill these cows and then telegrab their hides. And by doing that, I will be able to train my crafting by taking those hides to the ranged guild, where there is a tanner for whatever reason, and I can tan them there, make the basic leather crafting items from level 1. So no need to make any greater exception than just allowing me to stand out there. 2 garden pies acquired. That should be plenty. Alright, so I need to get 60% Hosidius favor, and the way that I'm going to do that is by pushing these plows. I guess this one is already at the end. Embarrassing. Oh, can I push it from the other side, I guess? Yeah. It's been a while since I've done this. But I will not be repairing plows, so whenever they break, I will need to hop worlds. But doing this, I will occasionally get a bit of farming experience, which, since I can already get into the farming guild, is not useful, and perhaps more importantly, it is very slowly getting me Hosidius favor. Whenever the plow breaks, I'll switch to this one, and then there's also 2 others down there, and when all of them are broken, I'll just world hop. And by doing that, you can find unbroken plows, so shouldn't take too long, really. Well, pushing the plow to get 60 Hosidius favor took probably about an hour 40, maybe 2 hours. But finally, nope, wrong button. It is time for me to head all the way over to the farming guild. Man, I wish I had a skills necklace. Boy, this has been a long time coming. Finally, I'm here at the farming guild. I can even see the spade in the background. This is going to be, obviously, a game changer for the account. A lot of new content, a lot of new fun things to do. So let's go ahead, eat garden pie, open door. Wow, that actually does feel really good. I'm going to save a full tour of this for next episode, but thank you all for watching. I know that it's been a while since the last episode, given the length of this grind, but it's very exciting. And I'm looking forward to progressing this account even more in the days to come. So, see y'all here next time.